Have you ever wished you could go back in time and fix a mistake? Or maybe jump ahead to the future just to see what life will be like in 100 years? It sounds like something from a science fiction movie, right? But here's the crazy part. Some scientists now believe that time travel might not be just a fantasy. It could actually be possible. For decades, the idea of moving through time has been seen as pure imagination. But with new discoveries in physics, things are starting to change. Time travel is no longer just for Hollywood. It's becoming a serious topic in science. So, is it really possible to travel through time? Let's find out. What is time travel? Time travel means moving through time in a way that's different from how we normally live it. Right now, we all move forward in time, second by second, minute by minute. But what if we could jump ahead to the future or go backward to the past, just like we move from one city to another? That's what time travel is all about. It's the idea of stepping out of the normal flow of time and choosing where, or when, you want to go. In science, this means using advanced theories and technologies to bend or stretch time itself. Sounds impossible? Maybe not. Let's keep going. Time travel in science fiction. Time travel has always been a favorite topic in science fiction. Movies, books, and TV shows have played with this idea for years. In Back to the Future, a teenager travels through time in a flying car. In Interstellar, time moves differently near a black hole. And in the classic book The Time Machine by H.G. Wells, a man builds a machine to explore the distant future. These stories are exciting because they let us imagine what it would be like to visit the past or see what's coming next. Sometimes the stories are fun, sometimes they're scary, and sometimes they show us how small changes in the past can completely change the future. Even though it's just fiction, these stories have helped people dream big. And now, some scientists are starting to ask, what if this dream could come true? What science says about time travel? Science has some really interesting things to say about time travel. It all starts with Albert Einstein. His theory of relativity changed the way we understand time. He showed that time is not the same for everyone. It can actually move slower or faster depending on how fast you're moving. For example, if you travel close to the speed of light, time slows down for you. This means that while only a few hours pass for you, many years could pass for people back on Earth. This is called time dilation, and it's a real effect. Scientists have also talked about something called wormholes. These are like tunnels in space that might connect two different times or places. They are only a theory right now, but if they exist, they could be used for time travel. And then there's quantum mechanics, a strange part of physics that deals with tiny particles. In the quantum world, things don't always follow normal rules. Some scientists believe that quantum physics might hold the key to understanding how time really works, and maybe even how to travel through it. So while we don't have a time machine yet, modern science shows that the idea of time travel isn't completely crazy. It might actually be possible, at least in theory. Recent scientific research. In recent years, some scientists have taken the idea of time travel more seriously. They've been working on real math and theories to see if it could actually happen. For example, a famous scientist named Kip Thorne helped create models that show how wormholes might work. He even worked with the team behind the movie Interstellar to make sure the science was as real as possible. In 2020, a group of researchers in Australia did a study using a computer model. They tried to test if time travel could happen without breaking the rules of physics. Surprisingly, their results showed that it might be possible to travel back in time in a way that doesn't create any big problems or contradictions. Other scientists have explored something called closed time-like curves. These are loops in time that could, in theory, let something or someone return to the past. It's still very theoretical, but these ideas are being seriously studied. These new discoveries don't mean we'll have time machines anytime soon, but they do show that the idea of time travel is not just science fiction anymore. It's becoming a real topic in modern science, with new questions and exciting possibilities. Challenges and paradoxes. Even though time travel sounds exciting, it comes with some big problems. One of the biggest is called the grandfather paradox. Imagine you travel back in time and stop your grandfather from meeting your grandmother. That means your parent would never be born, and you wouldn't exist to go back in time in the first place. This kind of situation creates a loop that doesn't make sense, and it's one of the hardest questions in time travel. There's also something called the butterfly effect. It means that even a small change in the past could lead to huge changes in the future. For example, Stepping on a bug in the past might somehow change who becomes president years later. These tiny changes can grow and create a future that's totally different. Another problem is with causality, which is the idea that cause comes before effect. If time travel lets you change the past, then events might happen out of order, like getting an answer before asking the question. Scientists don't have clear solutions to these paradoxes yet. That's one reason why time travel, especially to the past, is still a mystery. It might be possible in theory, but these challenges make it extremely complicated. Speculative technologies and experiments. Some scientists have come up with wild but interesting ideas about how time travel might work using future technology. One idea is based on rotating black holes, also called Kerr black holes. These are spinning objects in space that might bend time in strange ways. If we could travel around or through one, some scientists think we might be able to move through time. Another idea involves cosmic strings, which are tiny, powerful objects that might have formed when the universe began. If two cosmic strings passed close to each other at high speed, they could bend space and time so much that a time loop could form. It's all very theoretical, but it's being taken seriously by some researchers. There's also talk about time crystals. These are strange materials that seem to repeat their movement in time without using energy. Some believe they could help us understand how time flows and whether it can be controlled. And in the world of quantum physics, scientists are exploring things like quantum entanglement, where two particles seem to communicate instantly, even if they're far apart. This could offer clues about how time and space are connected. These ideas may sound strange or even impossible right now. But remember, many things that seemed impossible in the past, like flying or using the internet, are real today. So who knows what the future holds? Conclusion: spark curiosity and debate. So, is time travel possible? Right now, we don't have a working time machine, and many questions still don't have answers. But science is starting to take the idea more seriously than ever before. From Einstein's theories to new research in quantum physics, the possibility of bending or moving through time is no longer just science fiction. It's something we're slowly beginning to understand. Of course, there are still big problems to solve, like paradoxes and the need for advanced technology we don't have yet. But one thing is clear: the mystery of time continues to fascinate us. Every new discovery brings us one step closer to understanding how time really works, and maybe, just maybe, how to travel through it. Now it's your turn to think about it. If time travel became real one day, would you go back to the past to relive a memory? Or jump forward to see the future? Let us know what you choose and why.